When God is about to release something big into your life, your spirit will sense it before your hands ever touch it. And the first shocking sign is that everything around you starts to feel like it's falling apart. Relationships may suddenly shift. Opportunities you thought were secure collapse overnight. Doors you thought you needed slam shut. But hidden inside that chaos is Romans 8 verse 28 in action, where all things are secretly being aligned for your good, and though it feels like loss, it is actually God stripping away what cannot go with you into the next season, because new wine cannot be poured into old wineskins. The second sign is that spiritual warfare intensifies in ways that feel almost unbearable. Temptations you thought you conquered return with greater force. Distractions multiply. You feel attacked in your mind and even your body. And yet this is the enemy's desperate attempt to discourage you right before breakthrough, because Satan always fights hardest when he knows heaven is about to deliver something the earth cannot deny, reminding you of Ephesians 6 verse 12 that your battle is not with flesh and blood but with unseen forces pressing against your destiny. The third sign is a strange and unexplainable isolation where God begins to pull you away from crowds, from comfort zones, from people you thought you needed. Not because he wants you lonely but because he needs your ears uncluttered and your heart undistracted, so you can recognize his whisper in 1 Kings 19:12, that still small voice that often carries the instructions for your next assignment. And though isolation feels like rejection, it is really divine protection, shielding you from influences that would contaminate your promise. The fourth sign is that your hunger for righteousness intensifies. You suddenly feel restless with mediocrity. Sin feels heavier than before. Worship feels more urgent. Prayer pulls at you in the middle of the night, and this increase is not random but God enlarging your spiritual capacity to handle the weight of the blessing, because to whom much is given much is required. And if you're going to carry what he is about to release, your spirit must be stronger than your flesh, your faith greater than your fear, your obedience louder than your excuses. The fifth sign is that unexpected confirmations begin to appear everywhere. Scriptures you've read 100 times suddenly leap off the page as if written only for you. Strangers echo words you prayed in secret. Prophetic dreams come alive with clarity. Even ordinary moments become holy signposts pointing you toward destiny. And these are not coincidences but divine breadcrumbs God leaves along your path so you will not doubt that he is with you. For Jeremiah 29 verse 11 has always been his plan, to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. And when these signs collide in your life, when loss, warfare, isolation, hunger, and confirmation all converge, it is heaven's way of shouting that you are standing on the threshold of something massive, something that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, but that God has prepared for those who love him. And your only choice in this moment is whether you will shrink back in fear or step forward in faith. Because the hidden truth is that the enemy is terrified of what you are about to become. But greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. And so when everything feels impossible, unbearable, unpredictable, remember that the shaking is not your end but your beginning. The battle is not proof of defeat but evidence of victory. And the hunger in your soul is God's guarantee that what he promised will manifest. So stand firm, refuse to bow to fear, and dare to believe that the very storm surrounding you is the final warning that the breakthrough you prayed for is already on its way.